Welcome to the Distributed Monkey Engine. Let's show you around the product. Let's start with a little tour into my account. New users, they can sign up. This is a placeholder for the eventual registration area. In our case, we have an existing account, and we're going to log in using that. And here's your first real introduction to the product, the 5 monkeys. You see next to each one, we have a bit of text that draws people's attention to the things they should ideally be looking at. In our case, there's nothing significant here. Let's go and have a look at the check monkey. Okay, check monkey is about immediate problems, things that have to be dealt with now. They're an issue right now, and you can do something about now. We only have 8 alarms in the entire system, so we're keeping the alarm numbers down. We don't want people to be overwhelmed. Let's pick the thing that we want to check. You can see we've got some alarms in here, so we can look at one of those. Investigate powered off VM in our case. And you can see that we tell people what it is, what things are affected, how long it's been going on, what might be the causes, and what they should do next. Right. On this screen also, we're using it to provide that sort of reassuring at-a-glance view of the performance. So you can go and have a look at the gauges and just check that it's looking as you expect. Our second monkey, the fix monkey, is where most of the work of the product is actually done. Right? This is where the offering really comes into its own. Again, we have this 1, 2, 3 format. Select the thing you want to look at, the object that's of interest. Pick the type of thing. In our case, we're going to look for over allocation of memory, and then we're going to click the scan now bit and pull one of these up, and you can see we've got a fairly simple situation here. We've only got one object in here that's of interest to us. You can see that we have this index by the DME index. If we had many rows in here, what you'd find is it would be ordered by that. That's an amalgamation of the next 3 items. You can see how confident we are in the thing we're telling the user. We can show the dollar impact of doing something about it, a medium, high, low approach, and the effort here, which is in this case high. Right? And we tell them exactly and explicitly what we want them to do in our recommendation. Right? We'll have a look at a saved scan if you like, just because we can save ones. Give you a feel for it. And there you can see it again. You can see the indexing, the confidence, the impact in dollars, and the amount of effort. And again, you see that recommendation of things. Let's move on. Our examine monkey is to look at capacity primarily. So again, we look at some aspect of the infrastructure, that 1, 2, 3 approach, things we want to examine. Select the type of workload we want to investigate. So do we want more like how many of our maximum workload could we fit here? And we redraw the screen and we can show them what would actually fit. So in this instance, you can see we could get another 4 virtual machines into this infrastructure. You'll see we have a capacity bottleneck showing at the bottom there. Our first bottleneck turns out to be memory. I said 4 virtual machines, that was 4 for CPU, but in actual case, in this instance, we've got just 2 that we can fit on for memory. And you can see that shown at the bottom there. Okay. So look at our predict monkey. Again, the 1, 2, 3 format, things to predict. So we want to have a look at the objects, look at the current trends, so that's the past history, and then we get the 30-day prediction. 90-day prediction up there. What I'd like to draw your attention to on this screen, at the bottom, is that we have this feedback area. This goes direct to the development team. We can actually see anything here that's being produced, so you can have like, dislike, and we have this wonderful confused idea. If you're confused, you can tell us why you're confused, and again, that will appear in the messages that come through to R&D. And then we have our final one, which is our compare monkey. So you can see how you're doing relative to your peer group, the rest of the community out there. Again, pick the thing you want to compare, look at the questions that you can ask, and eventually when this is finished, you'll see in the comparison area all the details of those things. You can see whether you're doing better or worse than the community, and eventually you'll be able to give you advice on how to make yourself better in that area. And that's really the key parts of it. Let's go and have a quick look at our buzz area. Let's not have a look at our buzz area, except for the fact that we've got a sad monkey. We'll bring it back up again. The sad monkey is there for any of the bits that we haven't yet finished developing, as this is a prototype, as you can see at the moment. Well, it's actually reached the alpha stage at the moment, and we're able to just take feedback from people. So if they are interested in the feature we haven't yet finished developing, they can leave a link, click on the link here, and we'll know that they were interested in it, and we can come back later and tell them that it's completed. Okay. We link into our forums using the Ask area. And we can go and allow them to get support from here, so we're clicking into the internal alpha, and you can see some of the feedback we're being to get in this area.